All right, welcome back, everybody. Hot Mike here on a Wednesday morning. Again, a reminder, we've got high school football coming up for you on Friday. Minot North and Fargo South. You'll see it live on WDAY Extra at 7. Also, we've got Barnesville and Pelican Rapids. Double dip coming up Friday night. Looking forward to those games as we head into this, well, officially week 3 of the high school football season. We mentioned that top game was South and Minot North. First time that they're going to come to this part of the region. Last year, of course, the Sentinels made it to the state semifinals, and they got a date with a Fargo South team that's coming off a big win on Friday night. Pleased to have their head coach, Tyler Kosel, join us on this Wednesday morning after the Bruins got into the win column for the first time in 2025 and ended a long losing streak after being winless in 2024. It's great to see you, bud. Congrats on the win. We were just visiting off air about just being back in the win column. What did that do confidence-wise, just emotionally wise for the team to get a win on Friday night?
Yeah, last year we were so young and we were in a lot of close football games and just didn't close it out. So we did a lot of different things in the offseason with just improving our compete level, doing a lot of things just back to fundamentals and basics. And it was great to see the kids go out, had a great offseason, and take care of business in Dickinson. They got a really good football team out there.
You have been doing this for a long time. Just how personally gratifying was it for you to get a win on Friday night?
Yeah, coming off a few years of having some success and things like that in years past. And last year we had a lot of small senior class and a lot of young kids having to step up and play. And it was just tough to see the kids put the work in for the week, do things the right way. And it came down to just the series of plays, which, football can be like that sometimes. So we just wanted to improve on what we're doing, play to play, communication level, a lot of those things. And just great to see our young group. And we still got a lot of young sophomores and juniors playing for us, but good to see them win and the excitement on their faces, a lot of hugs and things like that on Friday. So we're excited to move forward this year. We're learning from last year, but we're putting that aside. We got a new year.
How many guys, Tyler, you have that were in roles last year that are now in bigger roles, or just you were able to count on their experience from a year ago that helped on Friday night?
Yeah, last year towards the end of the year, on defense, we were only playing 2 seniors.
Wow.
So defensively, especially, we have a lot of experience back. And then on the offensive side of the ball, a quarterback, a couple linemen, we're really playing for us. So the lumps we took last year should help pay some dividends this year. We were night and day football team. Made a lot of great explosive plays, and our kids were in the right spots at the right time. So it was good to see that they've taken coaching and improved. And you go from a 16-year-old to a 17-year-old or 15 to 16, there's a big growth just naturally for that.
Did you notice that even in the off season when you do your camps, like, oh, that guy looks different, or he's much different than we saw in October?
Oh, 100%. Our strength and conditioning staff has done a great job in the off season, and kids bought into other sports, playing basketball, going out for track, just doing the little things. Everything's paid off, and we had great turnout, great attendance all summer camp, and hopefully we can keep rolling, improve week to week, and see where the season goes.
What do you have if I'm going to have to spotlight a couple guys? I know you don't want to do that, but give me a couple guys that really, like, we're going to have to count on you. You're going to have to be a guy for us if we want to win football games this year.
Yeah, starting right off the bat, Henry Gray's a running back and a linebacker for us, and he's played a lot of downs for us over the years, played a little bit as a sophomore, but he finished with 5.5 tackles for loss on Friday and 2.5 sacks, recovered a fumble for a touchdown. So he's kind of a key piece, runs the ball hard, went for over 100 on the ground. So he's one that in the box that is doing a great job for us. And then we have very talented receivers on the outside. Amari Taylor's one that's still out right now, had an injury in basketball season. So he went for just under 1,000 last year receiving. And then the big dog we have is Drew Kosel, who went for 2 touchdowns on Friday and over 100. He's 6'7", big tight end receiver that can go get the football. So he's a nice weapon to have.
So this summer, I saw the tweet that came out from him that the University of Minnesota offered him a football scholarship. And I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he just finish his sophomore year of high school? Where were you? When did you find out that went down?
Yeah, they came in the spring and wanted to see him for a little quick workout. And it was probably within the first 4 minutes of the workout, talking with their tight ends coach, he goes, yeah, I'm going to offer him. Because just little natural things that he was doing. I mean, he's got a huge frame and can go get the football. So his future is extremely bright. I mean, he's still young in a lot of aspects. I mean, only a junior, but man, he can make some plays, and I'm glad he's on our team. I'll just say that.
How did he handle that, Tyler? After this is a big deal for a guy that's 16 years old, a Division I, like a Big Ten school offered him a scholarship. How did that go?
Yeah, he was very shocked from the start, and kind of going in, just the casual conversations we're having with their staff. They knew they were very interested. He had a big sophomore year. He caught 8 touchdowns and did some things nice. But yeah, just how well he moves, and for being that size, and obviously the college coaches are looking down the road. You see a 6'7" frame to put some weight on too, and NDSU seeing that with his brother right now, that he's got a lot of great football ahead of him.
He's 2 inches taller than his brother, and his brother's a mountain. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes, I mean, Reese being here his senior year, I think Drew caught him within October of the football season with height, and he's been surpassed him during basketball season.
Holy cow.
He's a big dog.
I want to talk about Reese in a second. Let's chat about your game you got here on Friday, which we'll have on television with Minot North, who had some great success last year. What do you know about this team that's coming in and what the challenges they're going to present?
Yeah, they're a really good physical football team. I mean, having pretty much their whole roster coming back, you can see dividends. They looked really good on film against Williston on Friday night, and very well coached. Coach Holman does a great job, and the staff he's got out there. So a lot of respect goes to them, and I'm glad we're getting this matchup early in the season. It's going to be a great test for our guys, and the physicality that we're going to have to play with throughout. So they pose a lot of good threats, good athletes, big, really good guys up front. So we're just getting ready. I better buckle the chin straps up and be ready to go on Friday night. So it's going to be a physical football game.
You know, we talked plenty this offseason and leading up to the start of the year about how 2A is different this year with Central Cass and Kindred in it. You've been in this now for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Describe the changing every year. It seems like 2A is different. How you guys adjusted for that, and now for these schools to come in with a lot of hype and with a lot of talent that they're bringing with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the level of football, even across the state of North Dakota, as you can see, is there's a lot of good football players and a lot of good football teams. And I know I played with Coach Butler and Coach Berg in college, so I've known them for many, many years. And it was kind of getting to the point where numbers and everything like that were going, and it's like, shoot, we could potentially be playing each other. And I know with their programs, they've done such a good job that they'll fit in just fine. And the changing landscape's different. I know in 5 years from now, it's going to be different again. So, and it's going to be a year-to-year deal, and can't really control your schedule. Just go out who you're playing and do the best that you can for your group of kids.
Do you still hear either maybe from parents or people that huge Fargo South, like, why is South not in the top class? And how much do you hear that on a maybe monthly, day-to-day basis, if at all?
Yeah, it's kind of been of an adjustment just with our numbers through our districts and seeing come up that are in our building at Carl Ben and through there, and little transient nature. By numbers, I mean, we're placed where we're at, but pride-wise, obviously, we talk about where we want to be. Yeah. And I know we feel confident with what we have kind of coming up the ranks, and our numbers and our school are getting bigger too, which has been great to see. So there's probably adjustments from year to year. We've had those conversations. I know with Mr. Beaton a lot of times, what's best for our kids. So I know a few times, especially last year, I mean,
right.
We really struggled. We were young. We didn't have a big senior class, and we knew that from the pandemic, where we didn't have a ton of seniors in our group. We knew that group was coming up, but hopefully things level out a little bit more and we can get back to competing where we need to be.
Would you want to play those teams again? Play Davies, play Cheyenne, play those teams again?
And you could see that with our schedule a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we played pretty much a split schedule.
Yep.
Looking at the end of the day, we had some injuries at the end of the year that added up, but that comes down to football. But we want to play those in-town rivalries for sure and play a lot of those teams, because that's where we'd like to be.
I got to ask here, we mentioned before we go on Reese Kessel, who I interviewed yesterday. Actually, we're going to do something with him coming up later this week. He got put on scholarship, got his first career reception last Saturday. What was that like to hear that news as his old coach?
Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. I have a couple of TVs set up in the basement. I saw him sub in, and I'm like, God, here we go, because I knew there was little rumblings that he could be a down the field threat. So great, he got the opportunity, went out and made the play. We're so proud of him. I know went to school as a walk-on, got a great opportunity, and he's worked his tail off. He's put a lot of weight on, and every time I talk to him or talk to a coach at NDSU, they have great things to say about him. So we're super excited to see him get the opportunities, and we hope he continues to make some big plays.
He was telling me, and maybe you shine a little bit more light on this, when he went to the Bison. I don't know if he was going to go to the Bison fall camp or the spring or the summer camp and do it, and then ended up getting the attention of Matt Entz there. Can you tell us, fill in the blanks on that story and how this all came about?
Yeah, because we had a lot of weapons. We ran the ball a little bit more when he was a junior, and we're like, this kid's going to be really good. He developed a lot in the off season and had a good track season. And they're like, he's a 6'5" kid running the hurdles and got to the state track meet and almost snuck into finals. And then they saw him just run around and move a little bit at camp right away because he was on their radar. To like, I got a call and right away they were like, we really like this kid. I think it was still Coach Rowe at the time, and just said, we really like this kid. We want to extend a preferred walk-on and kept an eye on him. And he was tickled with that opportunity to just get a chance to play. I mean, kids in Fargo, they would love the opportunity to go play for him. And it's great to see that he's factoring into a role.
He told me, Polisek told me that he's one of the 20 fastest guys on the team at 6'5". And what is he?
Yes.
I'll get his weight here. 6'5", 239. That's crazy.
Yeah, 240. Yes. So he's always been able to move. And like I said, a little track background with that. He's a big hurdler, and he's just a tremendous athlete. So glad to see that he's getting opportunities, and he can go get the football too. So it's great to see.
I have not seen the weather forecast yet. Does it help you if you have the sun blaring in at 7:00 for kickoff? Is that good to blind the other team? You counting on that?
Well, we're up that north this week, so it'll be a little bit different. Our track is still under construction.
Oh, that's right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, we're on the road. We're going to be road warriors for a little bit. We'll play up in the north the next 2 weeks.
Are you guaranteed you'll be back home, though, sometime later this year?
Yeah, our homecoming game at the end of September will be
awesome.
playing.
It's great to see you, bud. Thanks so much for the intel. Appreciate it. Good luck on Friday, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Hey, really appreciate it. Thanks, Dom.
There he goes, Tyler Kosel, head coach at Fargo South. They got Minot North coming up this weekend. Of course, you'll see the game live on Extra 7:00, part of a double dip we got for with Barnesville and Pelican Rapids as well. We're overdue for a break. We caught up, got some breaking pro football news to share that relates to people back here they'll care about. We'll do that. We wrap up our first hour of Hot Mic right after this.